Hi, I'm Norm Wilkie, Belleville, Illinois, veteran of the Korean War for 2 years. Proud to be an American and to help do my part, although there were times were very difficult, but I managed to, what could you do when you're 5,000 miles from home? And no phones, you could use no phone. Them days there was no phones available. You They lost my records, and so I had to take all my shots over. Had a problem with the records being lost. I had received no mail for 3 months, and finally one day I wrote my mom a letter, asked her to go to the Red Cross to get help because I couldn't get it over there, and she managed to get it through. And then the mail come, and one day I had a bag of almost 80 or 90 letters.
Oh.
And then the next 4 days it kept coming in heavy because all my family, friends had sent letters. I had packages in the mails, but where they were and why they got lost, I do not know, but they finally did get through. Those were the hard times when you couldn't talk to nobody. You couldn't call back home. You couldn't talk to your mom. You couldn't talk to your dad or your family or your girlfriend. You were there no matter what. You had no place to go, and you did what you had to do. And I had some of my friends lose control of things. They were so depressed, but we moved on and we did what we had to do. And I think the big driving force was because I met country boys, and we were like down-to-earth people, and associated together, worked together. We did a lot of things together, worked side by side, did a lot of Jeep driving, did a lot of messenger work, ambulance work, so forth, going on plane crashes and all that. And after a while you get used to it, you're there, you're there, you gotta do what you gotta do, because you can't go home, you can't talk to nobody. And I guess one of the hardest part was that I went 3 months without mail. That was hard. I do not want no more of it. I said, not that I hate Japan, but I said I want to go back home. And I plan on getting married. The company commander of the base was there, and he said, well, I'll tell you what, we'll fly you back and get ready now, and we'll have you on a plane before dark. And so I did, and it seemed like there was one last challenge. I had to catch a cargo plane. I had to go to Hawaii, and on the way, I was only 2 guys, but I was in this plane to get back to Hawaii. I was happy to go, and on the way, we're up above the water, and the third engine catches fire, and that was scary.
I bet.
So we wound up landing on a little island, and the pilot said, we're this little base is probably 100 to 200 feet short of what we need to land, so be prepared. And he said we'll do the best we can with the engine missing. We did manage to get to the edge. We got it under control. So they got the part and fixed the plane, and the next day we were back on road again. I wound up in Hawaii, and I had a layover to catch another plane that was going to Chicago. So I finally got back home. My family and my girlfriend, they were there waiting for me. I was glad to be back.